my name is Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I'm sick today. I got went to bed last night. I started shaking, like shivering in bed, and then I started having a fever, but I'm basically okay. Just got a headache there. I feel sluggish. But my channel's been really blowing up. I got like, another 100 subscribers this week. So, much as I am a whore to you, my subscribers, I am also a whore to the algorithm. And I don't want to, once you surf that algorithm, baby, you don't want to give it up. So I'm doing a video today. I really shouldn't be. My wife's going to be mad at me. But I read this article last night when I was on a live stream, and it's freaking fascinating. It is freaking fascinating. It's Chris Chibnall being savage by a normie critic, and I disagree with a bunch of her premises about what she would like to do for Doctor Who. But everything she says, I think she's 100% right. So we're going to be reading that in a second. And it's absolutely fascinating. And it's behind a bloody paywall. So enjoy. I'm letting you in for free. Before we get to it, can you hit the like button? That'd be great. Can you hit the share button? Can you hit the subscribe button? That'd be fantastic. Double dosey. It's a little treat for the subscribers. You can enter my weekly competitions. The prize this week is Judge Dredd, the complete case files, volume 10. Look how thick that is. There you go. Beat Wells to death with that, you can. Lots and lots of very, very good Judge Dredd stories from like 87, 86, 87. Lots of fantastic guys. Brendan McCarthy, Gary Leach. Oh, it's great stuff, All you need to do to win it, subscribe to the channel, subscribe, and in the comments leave the hashtag Zarjaz. Go check the video notes. There's everything you need to enter and win. Okay, that's what I was trying to think. While you check the video notes, go check out my link to my Indiegogo. I haven't started yet. I'm building an email list. If you can add your email list to it, that would be fantabby, double dosey. Thank you very much. Fine, so let's read this article. And it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal because it's so correct. So this is from the Telegraph from, I think, 2 days ago. And again, normie paper, not fan paper, normie paper. And they hate Chris Chibnall. So I'm glad that we have some bonding thing between us. Doctor Who needs to get rid of its boys' club and their mimsy girl female figurehead. She doesn't sound like she's been enjoying The Stunning and Brave. First female Doctor played by Jodie Whittaker. Maybe she's cursed with taste and appreciation. Jodie Whittaker's talents have been wasted on a Doctor written as a needy little girl. Again, I don't know if her talents have been wasted, right? I think she's doing the best she can. I just don't think she's very good, right? This is where I disagree with her. But when she actually gets into the facts, you can't argue. Time for a woman to seize control of this fading show. Well, it's fading now because of Chris Chibnall. But, she's making a good point. The BBC like to scream about diversity and inclusion. But it seems to be all the shows the channel is run by, and all the shows are made by white men, Twitterati white men, right? Yeah, it seems to me there's very few ethnic voices behind the camera, and yeah, if they wanted to do a female take a Doctor, which is what I thought this Doctor Who would be, when I first saw that first teaser, when we saw the logo, I was really excited because that logo had a promise of adventure and excitement and femininity, right? So I thought this is going to be something really interesting. Unfortunately, I didn't know there will be no adventure and excitement, merely the femininity, right? So it's kind of an important part I think you need. Fine, so let's read what she says. What a joyous day it was back in 2017 when Jodie Whittaker was announced as the 13th Doctor, the first woman to ever lead Doctor Who. Listen, a lot of people said it wouldn't work. They've been proved right. I was on board for it. I'm sorry, they blew it. They blew it by just doing a freaking awful job. That's really the bottom line. It was a long overdue development for the shape-shifting extraordinary alien who for some reason only shape-shifted into straight white men. Well, I'm not sure they're straight. I mean, they are all white men, and that's I'm not one for diversity hires to look at people's skin color to hire them. but it is a bit weird. There hasn't been a black Doctor, right? Not that yet. Again, skin color, but I think when it should have happened would have been in the Sixth Doctor, Colin Baker. If John Nathan Turner cast a black actor then, back in the mid-'80s, it would have really meant something. It would have really meant something. And I think you probably would have got a higher quality of actor as well. No more. Whittaker's casting would signal a new era of Doctor Who. Yeah, but it hasn't been a good one. Yes, the show featured intelligent, courageous female characters before. Rose, Master, River, Song, Clara, but they were all defined by their relationship with our male protagonist. Well, that makes sense. It's his show, right? He's the center of the show, and I think Rose was so central to the show. I don't think she was just defined by her relationship with the Doctor. It is the first time we had a companion which had a life. He had a mother, had a family, had a boyfriend. That reality really, really worked. Yeah, Rusty Davies is best when he's writing families. He really is. Rivers and Clara, but they all defined by the relationship with the protagonist or turned into puzzles to be solved. Well, two of them did. I was going to say Amy did, as did I guess as a Clara. I think that's more Moffat than anything else. But again, these were all. I think all these characters passed the Bechdel test, didn't they? I mean, I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know about surely a female Doctor would be her own woman. So that's really where I agree with her, right? That you thought that they were going to have a female Doctor who would be a commanding figure. No, Jodie Whittaker is just horribly cast. It's just such a horrible piece of casting. Well, in a word, no, is what she said. This latest New Year's episode, Revolution of Daleks, was emblematic of all that's wrong with with current showrunner Chris Chibnall's reign. This is brutal. Like when you call him out personally, the showrunner, and how it has spectacularly failed Whittaker. I'm not sure it failed Whittaker. I think it failed the audience. I think it failed women. I think it failed the audience. I think it failed in every way. And a Time Lord incarnation. See, I think where I disagree with her, she can't lay any blame on women, right? It's always got to be a man's fault. Whittaker did a horrible job. She didn't research the role. She did an absolutely horrible job. If it wasn't true, Whittaker really is, and Whittaker is really on the way out. It wouldn't be surprising, yeah, because it's just not worked out well, has it? Not worked out well at all. One second. This latest episode introduced a subdued Doctor stuck in space prison. Yeah, this is Chibnall's one of his biggest failures. He's written the Doctor without agency, right? She should have agency. The character should have agency. Where she'd apparently been languishing for decades or maybe centuries, right? And she couldn't get out. No daring escape attempts, just hanging out until somebody showed up to save her. She's right. 100% correct. That 100% is what happened. I do not know what was going through Chibnall's head. I mean, or Whittaker's head. Didn't she read these scripts? That rescuer was John Barrowman's returning Captain Jack, who swaggered in with all the charisma, brilliance, and rebellious and dangerous rebels missing from the 13th Doctor herself. Exactly. You know why? Because he was a hero. He's a protagonist. He has agency. He'd had to break a few laws to pull off his mission. But so what? He operates outside of laws, whether human or alien. Yeah, he's an exciting character, unlike Whittaker's Doctor, who is dull as ditchwater. That's in stark crosses to Chibnall's insecure, needy, and po-faced Doctor. Oh, po-faced. What? How right? You can save planets or you can wreck them. I mean, she is just so po-faced. Too busy trying to bond with the fam. Oh, God. This woman writing this, I agree with you about everything in right now. You are so right, fam. Or teach viewers a valuable lesson. Instead of a daring, all-powerful, and when adrift from humanity, ruthless time traveler, our first female Doctor came across as an ineffectual substitute teacher, desperate to be liked. Yes! Right, absolutely. They're nailing this 100%. This isn't the fault of Whittaker, an actress with a strong track record for playing more complex shades than Chibnall's binary. Well, one second. Has she? She seemed a bit mopey in Broadchurch. She seemed awful in St. Trinian's. I don't know. I've seen her in much else. Yeah, she's been terrible in Doctor Who. She was okay in Attack the Block, because whenever she plays like a normal woman, somebody she can identify with, somebody she can believe in, then she can pull it off. But she doesn't believe in the Doctor. She doesn't believe in the Doctor as a character, and I understand he's not real, right? I understand, but you gotta find the authenticity within the character to be able to play it. I mean, Louise Jameson is so good at that. If you ever heard any of her interviews talking about the process of acting, it's all about authenticity, and she really nails it. She's very I think you need to be clever. I think Louise Jameson is very clever. Oh, Louise Jameson, she would have pulled off a good Doctor as well. This isn't called a Whittaker, I believe it is. An actor with a strong track record of playing more complex shades than Chibnall's binary Blue Peter presenter Chirpy, yeah. Hey, oh, hey, Keith Thorpe, yeah, or little girl who's lost a dull sound. Oh, we could have stayed planets already. Yeah, exactly. But as long as we have a male showrunner and one from the same narrow boys club of Who superfans, having a female lead isn't enough. I think she's right. Right, if you wanted to feminize the series, having a female lead isn't enough. Now, listen, I'm okay with having a female showrunner and a female lead as long as they understand and they like the show and they want to make Doctor Who. They want to make something resembling Doctor Who. The trouble is, we've seen so many people make Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars, which in no way resembles Star Trek, Doctor Who, or Star Wars. Right? They want, I'm excited to hear new voices. But in the same breath, it's a big mistake to hire somebody because they're female, which goes on so freaking much. In the past few years, we have seen groundbreaking TV work from the likes of Lucy Prebble, don't know who she is, I hate Susie, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Fleabag. Listen, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I think she's going to destroy James Bond. I think she was awful in Solo. I think she's a pretty intelligent and talented person, though. I don't think she'll be good at Doctor Who because I don't think she likes or respects it, right? And again, that's really what you get. Listen, you want to get Rebecca Levine from who edited the New Adventures range, or Kate Allman, fantastic writer, one of the best writers in that range. If you can find any of her books, they're wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. Michaela Cole, don't know who she is. I May Destroy You, and Emerald Fairmont, who succeeded Waller-Bridge as the Killing Eve showrunner. I've never seen Killing Eve. I should really check it out. Although, I've just started watching Cobra Kai. Freaking loved it. When I finish this video, I'm taking the rest of the day off, and I'm watching Cobra Kai, because I feel like crap. Killing Eve, whose new rape revenge film, Promising Young Woman, starring Curry Mulligan, has serious buzz. I can't think of anything I want to see less than a rape revenge movie. I don't want to see a rape movie. I don't want to see a rape revenge movie. I don't want to see it. Yeah, no, none of that sounds that entertaining to me, right? All these will scoff at the idea of making a woman merely likable or lessening her role in the series by weighing her down with numerous companions. Yeah, well, the trouble is they had to have numerous companions because Whittaker just wasn't strong enough to carry the screen time. And again, if you saw Revolution of Dark, you really saw that because, they managed to paper over the cracks being Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall, by having Daleks and John Barrowman, who has tons and tons of charisma, and he kind of that kind of made you distract from how charisma-less the Doctor was. Chibnall has also lessening her role, as it says, by weighing down her numerous companions. Their Doctor wouldn't constantly look to others for consensus or fret about treading on people's feelings. Yeah, I don't see Tom Baker asking, I feel a bit socially awkward. I just don't see Tom Baker doing that, right? I don't see that going down. Chibnall has also stranded Whittaker's Doctor in a confidence-sapping identity crisis. Now, existential doubt can be fascinating when properly addressed. See Billie Piper's Susie in Prebble's bracing comedy drama, questioning herself as an actress, a celebrity, a wife, a mother, a lover, a friend. Okay, sounds interesting, but that doesn't lessen her as a character. Quite the opposite. See, that's the thing. Because they're big into tokenism, and I think they're essentially sexist and racist. They can't have any female character or any black or Asian character be lacking in any way. They've all got to be perfect. They've all got to be the bestest ever, right? And it just makes boring TV. Makes for boring characters. Captain Jack's a very interesting character because he's a naughty boy, and we like naughty boys. And he's not being a good, he's not the bestest ever. He's he does things that you're not supposed to do. All the protagonists in these female created shows are pushed to the to extremes, and any victimhood or vulnerability is set against a mercurial combination of ambition, selfishness, ingenuity, and obstinacy. They can be ugly, scary, challenging, and they are never dull. They write them as human beings, right? Again. And you saw this a lot with the Watchmen TV show with David Lindelof. They were fine when they were writing white people. But as soon as they started writing white and black people, they were like scared to make them appear human, right? And it was just dull as dishwater. Just imagine what one of these talented writers would do with the Doctor. They might also entice some great talent. Pred would almost certainly tempt frequent collaborator Piper to return as well. Rose, don't think that's a good idea. And Waller Bridge, the toast of Hollywood, and just started in Harry Styles' latest video. Though realistically, the latter is unlikely to follow up Star Wars and Bond with Doctor Who, nor surrender $20 million a year Amazon deal. Yeah, okay, I do agree with you, and I think she's wrong. I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is wrong for James Bond. I think she's wrong for Doctor Who. But again, there are tons and tons of great female writers out there. Big Finish has a whole stable of good female writers. Unfortunately, they're just if somebody's walking by the office now and they're a woman and they look kind of Doctor Who-y, they'll just rope them in to write something because they're like, "Oh, you're a woman here. We got it." Yeah, the quality is suffering. But yeah, get talented people in. Look, I've always said that a great choice for showrunner and star of Doctor Who would be Noel Clarke. I think he'll be great. He's a very talented individual. Listen, I don't see the BBC with their current insanely racist attitudes doing anything other than a black actor to be the next Doctor, if there is a next Doctor. I don't know how long this HBO Max deal lasts for. I think it goes to the end of season 13. Will they want more Doctor Who? I doubt it. Again, I'm a normal guy. I'm using logic and reason, and that doesn't really work in the entertainment industry. Cole, meanwhile, gave a salient lesson in how to create work with a distinctive voice, in contrast to the BBC's chasing its own diversity goals, and yes, by patronizing history lessons such as Chibnall's Rosa Parks episode of Doctor Who. Oh! Thank God you criticized, because nobody was allowed to criticize that. Yeah, it was patronizing history lessons, and that's really why. The Christian will keep talking about, we've got to make Doctor Who relevant. We have to make it relevant to the world we live in. Well, he makes it relevant to a bit the world he lives in. He makes it relevant to people who share his political values. But again, I said this on my review of Revolution of Daleks. It was a dodgy right-wing politician. Why not make it relevant and do a dodgy left-wing politician? Yeah, we have quite a few of those, don't we? No. That's not relevant, apparently. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't trust Chibnall's take on history, because I don't trust his take on the present. And Fennell, who just collaborated with Andrew Lloyd Webber on a new musical, Cinderella, showing that she still knows how to put a new spin on a traditional story. The signs aren't too promising for Whittaker's next and possibly final stint as the Doctor. The BBC is replacing the older white male companion Bradley Walsh with another comedian John Bishop. Well, yeah, what went on there? Clearly, Bradley Walsh is an entertainer, and they needed an entertainer who appeals to a white male demographic, and so they need another entertainer that would appeal to a white male demographic. It shows lack of confidence in the Doctor, constantly lumbering her with a male mind, 100%, who invariably gets all the good lines. Well, I'm not sure if Graham got all the good lines. I just think his performance was better by a country mile than everybody else, right? So I think probably he was written as badly as everybody else. Like, as bad, just he's a good actor and he's an entertaining person. So he was able to sell it. It's time for the showrunner who really invested in multifaceted female Doctor. It was time in 2017, I'm afraid, and who isn't afraid to journey to new places, even if the majority are still filmed in Cardiff. My mind is on Fennell, formerly of Call the Midwife, making a triumphant return to BBC, as long as Hollywood doesn't snap her up first. Listen, who knows? Who knows? I mean, it seems like that's too good an idea. They probably won't go for a woman with talent if they want to do that. They'll just go for what's the woman who wrote the Villa of Dildo, that awful freaking episode. What's her name? I can't remember her name, but she's rumored to take over from Chris Chibnall. Who knows? I mean, like, who knows what the BBC wants to do, right? Who knows if the BBC wants to continue with this? Certainly, a large part of them do. Who knows if the BBC would like to be successful and popular? I don't know. I don't know what the BBC will want. BBC seems to want to be in this death spiral, which it has no interest in climbing out of whatsoever. So there you go. Great article by Normies, just ripping the hell out of Chris Chibnall and doing it incredibly accurately. So there you go. My name is Ian Beck, and you're Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.